Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers. Today we're diving into the world of the most valuable and expensive 50-cent coins from Australia. These coins may look like ordinary change, but in the hands of collectors, certain years and rare conditions can be worth big money in today's market. Let's get started. First up, the 2004 Australian 50-cent coin. This special release is not only a beautiful representation of Australia's unique wildlife, but also carries the remarkable touch of a 12-year-old designer, making it one of the most heartwarming and inspiring issues in the history of Australian coinage. The coin was issued in 2004 as part of Australia's ongoing tradition of releasing commemoratives that celebrate the nation's heritage, culture, and identity. While most commemorative designs come from professional engravers and seasoned artists, this coin broke with convention. Its design was born from the imagination of a young boy, John Serrano, who at just 12 years of age won a national competition to design a coin. His initials, JS, proudly appear on the reverse, forever immortalizing his contribution to Australian numismatics. On the reverse, we see a striking composition that reflects the natural wonder of Australia. The design features three beloved icons of Australian fauna: a koala, a wombat, and a lorikeet. These animals are carefully positioned in harmony, symbolizing the diversity and richness of the nation's wildlife. The initials JS appear superimposed within the design, alongside the denomination 50, ensuring that John Serrano's name is inseparably tied to this piece of currency history. The obverse continues the standard design of the time, featuring Queen Elizabeth II's effigy by Ian Rank Broadley. Known for its sharper realism compared to earlier portraits, this depiction of the Queen is surrounded by her name and title, maintaining the dignity and continuity of Australia's coinage tradition. In terms of specifications, the 2004 commemorative 50-cent coin follows the standard format. It is a dodecagonal coin with 12 sides, struck in copper-nickel alloy consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 15.55 grams, measures 31.65 millimeters in diameter, and has a smooth edge. Its large size and distinctive shape make it one of the most recognizable coins in Australian currency. One of the most fascinating aspects of this coin is the story behind its designers. While John Serrano created the central theme, professional coin designer Vladimir Gottwald refined the artwork to ensure it was suitable for minting. This collaboration between a young amateur and a seasoned artist makes the coin unique, a true blend of youthful creativity and professional expertise. The symbolism embedded within the design cannot be overstated. The koala, often seen as a symbol of peace and calm; the wombat, a representation of resilience and strength; and the lorikeet, with its vibrant colors and lively nature, embody the spirit of Australia's environment. Together, they reflect not only biodiversity, but also the joy and wonder of viewing the natural world through the eyes of a child. When it comes to mintage, the 2004 commemorative 50-cent coin was released into circulation in the millions, making it relatively accessible at the time. However, as with all commemoratives, many were hoarded by collectors, and fewer remain in regular use today. Over the past 2 decades, well-preserved examples in very good condition have become more desirable, as everyday circulation quickly wears down details of the design. The market value of the coin depends heavily on condition. Circulated examples still often trade around face value, but coins in very good to extremely fine condition can fetch between $2 to $10 from collectors. Uncirculated examples, especially those found in mint-issued packs or proof sets, can achieve significantly higher prices, sometimes ranging from $20 to $50, and in rare cases more, depending on demand and availability. This coin holds a particularly special place in the hearts of collectors because of the human story behind it. The idea that a child could contribute to the nation's official currency inspired countless Australians, showing that creativity knows no age. For numismatists, this transforms the coin from being just another commemorative issue into a living piece of narrative, one that blends artistry, innocence, and national pride. The collector demand for this coin has remained steady, with spikes in interest whenever the story of John Serrano resurfaces in coin publications or anniversary discussions. International collectors, too, are fascinated by the tale, making it a sought-after coin beyond Australian borders. The youthful connection gives it a rarity not measured in mintage figures, but in sentimental and historical uniqueness. From an investment perspective, the 2004 commemorative 50-cent coin is not the kind of piece that will skyrocket overnight in value. However, its strong backstory and appeal across generations make it an excellent long-term collectible. Over time, coins with special narratives often gain in desirability, and this issue is no exception. As high-grade examples become scarcer, their value is likely to grow. The coin also fits beautifully into the broader legacy of Australian commemoratives, which includes issues celebrating events like Federation, the International Year of the Family, and significant anniversaries. What sets this one apart is that it celebrates not a historic event, but the imagination of a child, giving it an emotional resonance that few other coins can match. When viewed alongside other designs from the 2000s, the 2004 issue stands out for its playfulness and charm. Where many coins honor solemn occasions or achievements, this one honors creativity itself, a reminder that the nation's cultural expression can come from unexpected places, even a classroom competition. The 2004 Australian 50-cent commemorative coin is far more than just pocket change. It is a celebration of wildlife, a story of youthful imagination, and a collaboration between generations. In very good condition, it remains an affordable yet treasured collectible, with long-term potential to grow in value as its story continues to inspire. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a casual coin enthusiast, this coin is one that truly embodies the magic of collecting. Next up, the year 1984 holds a special place in Australian numismatic history, as it marked the continued evolution of decimal coinage that had been introduced less than 2 decades earlier. Among the coins minted that year, the 50-cent piece stands out as a striking emblem of national pride and tradition. While not a commemorative issue, the 1984 50-cent coin still carries significant importance, both for everyday Australians and for collectors seeking to build complete and high-quality sets. This coin retained the dodecagonal 12-sided shape first introduced in 1969, a feature that makes it instantly recognizable to the touch and visually distinct from other denominations. Unlike round coins, the 12-sided shape became a hallmark of the 50 cent, ensuring that it could be quickly identified even among other change. The 1984 issue continues this legacy with precision and strength. The reverse design, created by the world-renowned artist and goldsmith Stuart Devlin, depicts the Australian coat of arms in remarkable detail. At the center of the shield lies a depiction of the 6 state badges of Australia, framed by the nation's proud heraldic supporters, the kangaroo and the emu. Both creatures were chosen not only for their uniqueness to Australia, but also for the symbolism that neither animal walks backward, reflecting the nation's forward progress. Above the shield sits the Commonwealth Star, unifying the states and territories of the country. On the obverse, the coin features the familiar and regal effigy of Queen Elizabeth II in the portrait created by Arnold Machin. This was still the portrait in use at the time, despite being introduced in the mid-1960s, showing the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The Machin portrait is one of the most iconic depictions of Elizabeth II and is immediately recognizable on Australian coins of the era. In terms of specifications, the 1984 50-cent coin is struck in copper-nickel, composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It has a diameter of 31.65 millimeters, a thickness of 2.55 millimeters, and a weight of 15.55 grams. The edge is plain, a deliberate feature to differentiate it from other coins in circulation and enhance its unique identity. These specifications have remained standard for the 50-cent coin since 1969, demonstrating their enduring practicality. From a historical perspective, the 1984 issue represents a period of economic stability and cultural pride in Australia. The nation had fully embraced decimal currency by this point, and the 50-cent coin had become a staple of everyday life. While it may not commemorate a single event or anniversary, the sheer elegance of its heraldic design ensures that it remains timeless and highly symbolic of the Commonwealth itself. In terms of mintage, the 1984 50-cent coin was produced in very large numbers, running into the tens of millions. This high mintage means that, in general, the coin is not considered rare in circulated form. However, as time has passed, coins in very fine condition or better have become less common, since most examples endured heavy use in circulation. The challenge for collectors lies in finding coins from this year with minimal wear, sharp details, and clean fields. The collector appeal of the 1984 50-cent coin lies not so much in its rarity as in its place within the broader story of Australian coinage. For those building complete year sets, the 1984 issue is an essential piece. Its value increases significantly when found in higher grades, especially examples that have been preserved in mint sets or that survived with little handling. When considering market value, circulated examples generally remain close to face value, but those in very fine condition, such as the coin we're discussing, often command prices of $2 to $5 UD coins in extremely fine to uncirculated grades can range between $10 and $20 Australian dollars, while proof examples or coins in pristine collector sets can achieve even higher values. Over time, as attrition continues and well-preserved coins become harder to find, the demand for higher-grade examples is likely to grow. One of the reasons collectors continue to chase coins like the 1984 50 cent is the enduring beauty of Stuart Devlin's design. Known as the goldsmith to the Queen, Devlin produced some of the most iconic designs in Australian coinage. The coat of arms reverse, in particular, captures the authority and dignity of the nation, combining artistry with symbolism in a way that few coin designs have managed. The symbolism of the coat of arms adds further weight to this coin's significance. Each state is represented through its badge, from the cross of St. George with the lion for New South Wales to the black swan of Western Australia, creating a tapestry of Australia's federated identity. Collectors often view the coin not just as money, but as a miniature piece of national art, binding together history, politics, and culture. For investors, the 1984 50-cent coin in very fine condition presents an interesting opportunity. While it is not currently a high-value rarity, its potential lies in long-term appreciation. Coins with strong designs, high national symbolism, and steadily decreasing availability in better conditions tend to rise in value over decades. Collectors who tuck away pristine examples today may find them to be far more desirable in years to come. The global interest in Australian coinage also ensures that coins like the 1984 50 cent will never be without demand. International collectors, fascinated by Australia's unique coin designs, wildlife themes, and royal portraits, often seek out complete series. The 1984 coin, with its heraldic motif and strong condition, appeals to those wanting to showcase Australian national symbols in their collections. It is worth noting that for everyday Australians, finding a 1984 50-cent coin in very fine condition in their change is becoming increasingly rare. Most coins of this year are heavily circulated, showing scratches, worn edges, and dull surfaces. When a clean, sharp coin appears, it immediately feels special, a survivor of over 4 decades of commerce. The 1984 Australian 50-cent coin is not just another piece of pocket change. It represents the craftsmanship of Stuart Devlin, the heritage of Australia's coat of arms, and the enduring strength of a coin design that has stood the test of time. In very fine condition, it is more than just a collectible. It is a miniature time capsule of 1980s Australia, with value that is both sentimental and financial. For collectors and investors alike, this coin may not yet make you a millionaire, but it stands as a solid foundation for any numismatic collection with the potential to grow more valuable with each passing year. Next up, the year 1985 was a fascinating one in Australian coinage history, and the 50-cent piece minted that year holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. At first glance, the coin may look like just another everyday piece of change, but the 1985 issue tells a deeper story, one of scarcity, subtle design changes, and increasing collector demand that makes it far more desirable than many people realize. The reverse design of the coin remained the same as previous years, showcasing the Australian coat of arms. Designed by Stuart Devlin, Australia's legendary goldsmith and coin designer, this motif has become one of the most iconic in the country's numismatic history. At the center sits the Commonwealth Shield, which proudly displays the 6 state symbols of Australia. On either side stand the kangaroo and emu. chosen for their symbolic representation of a nation always moving forward, never backward. Above the shield rests the Commonwealth star, representing the unity of the states and territories. Turning the coin over, the obverse in 1985 was significant because it was the first year the Raphael Maklauf portrait of Queen Elizabeth II was introduced onto the 50-cent coin. This was a major change in Australia's circulating coinage. The new portrait, featuring the Queen wearing the royal diadem, was more detailed and elegant than the previous Arnold Machin design. This change alone makes the 1985 issue a landmark year in Australian decimal coinage. The specifications of the coin followed the now standard 50-cent formula. It was struck in copper-nickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel. The coin weighs 15.55 grams, measures 31.65 millimeters across its 12 sides, and has a plain edge. This hefty size and distinctive shape make it one of the largest and most recognizable circulating coins in the world. But what truly sets the 1985 50-cent coin apart is not its design or specifications. It is its rarity in circulation. Unlike other years of the 1980s, very few coins were minted for general use in 1985. Most of the year's mintage was issued only in uncirculated mint sets, meaning coins struck specifically for collectors rather than for everyday transactions. As a result, finding a 1985 50-cent in circulation today is considered very unusual. Because of this limited release, the 1985 issue is regarded as one of the key dates in modern Australian 50-cent collecting. Collectors prize it highly because it fills an essential gap in year sets, and unlike common years, it is often missing from people's loose change jars. Its scarcity is magnified further when found in excellent condition, as the example we are discussing today. In terms of market value, a circulated 1985 50-cent coin can already command anywhere from $10 to $20 Australian dollars, depending on where. Coins in excellent condition or those taken directly from mint sets can fetch $30 to $50 Australian dollars, sometimes more if graded by professional services. This makes it far more valuable than its face value and puts it among the more sought-after issues of modern Australian circulation coins. The collector demand for this coin is consistently strong. Numismatists often describe the 1985 50 cent as a must-have piece for anyone serious about completing an Australian decimal set. Its scarcity compared to neighboring years makes it a standout. While millions of 1984 and 1986 coins were produced for everyday use, the 1985 coin's unusual distribution has elevated it to almost legendary status among collectors. Part of the charm of the 1985 issue is that many Australians are not even aware of its rarity. For decades, people have overlooked it in their change, not realizing that what they were holding could be worth many times its face value. This hidden gem quality makes it exciting for collectors and treasure hunters alike, who still hope to stumble across one in circulation. The historical context adds further interest. In the mid-1980s, Australia was undergoing cultural and economic change, with the nation beginning to embrace a new global identity. The switch to the Raphael Maklauf portrait of the Queen reflected this evolution, offering a fresher, more refined image for a new era. The 1985 50-cent coin thus stands as both a marker of rarity and of transition in Australia's coinage. For those who collect coins as an investment, the 1985 50 cent has proven to be a reliable performer. Over time, its value has steadily increased, and coins in higher grades are becoming scarcer as more are locked away into private collections. Some experts predict that this coin will continue to grow in value as fewer pristine examples remain available on the open market. The beauty of Stuart Devlin's reverse design cannot be overlooked either. Even though it was used across multiple years, each restrike offers a fresh reminder of his genius. Combined with Maklauf's new obverse, the 1985 coin represents a perfect marriage of tradition and renewal in Australian numismatic artistry. One cannot underestimate the emotional and cultural pull of owning a coin like the 1985 50 cent in excellent condition. It isn't just about the dollar value. It's about holding a piece of history, a coin that millions of Australians rarely saw in their change, but which now carries a mystique that other years simply cannot match. For everyday Australians who happen to discover a 1985 50 cent tucked away in an old wallet, coin jar, or family collection, the surprise is often delightful. A coin once dismissed as ordinary can suddenly reveal itself to be a small treasure, its value magnified by time, scarcity, and condition. The 1985 Australian 50-cent coin is far more than just a piece of currency. It is a rare jewel of modern Australian numismatics, a coin that combines artistic design, historical significance, and market rarity. In excellent condition, it has the power to transform from 50 cents of face value into tens of dollars, and potentially more in the future. For collectors, investors, and history enthusiasts alike, this coin is a prize worth seeking, a shining reminder that sometimes the most ordinary-looking coin can carry the most extraordinary story. Next up, the 2007 Australian 50-cent coin may at first seem like an ordinary piece of circulating currency, but in the world of numismatics, every coin tells a deeper story. With its striking design, its place in Australia's decimal coin history, and its potential for collector appeal, the 2007 issue stands as a fascinating piece worthy of attention. Even in very good condition, this coin can hold far more value than its simple face suggests. The reverse design of the 2007 coin features the familiar Australian coat of arms, a creation of Stuart Devlin, the Royal Australian Mint's master designer. At its heart lies the Commonwealth Shield, proudly displaying the emblems of the 6 Australian states. To either side stand the kangaroo and emu, chosen deliberately as they cannot move backward, a symbol of progress and resilience. Above the shield shines the Commonwealth Star, a reminder of the unity of states and territories under the Federation. The obverse side in 2007 bore the now classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank Broadley. This was the 4th effigy of the Queen used on Australian decimal coinage, introduced in 1999. Rank Broadley's portrait was notable for its realism, depicting the Queen with maturity and dignity, rather than the more youthful images used in earlier portraits. This effigy makes the 2007 coin a modern but significant entry in Australia's coinage tradition. The specifications of the 2007 50-cent coin are consistent with the standard issue since 1969. It was struck in copper-nickel alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it durability and its distinctive silvery appearance. The coin weighs 15.55 grams, has a diameter of 31.65 millimeters, and its iconic 12-sided shape with a smooth edge makes it one of the largest and most unique circulating coins in the world. When examining the condition of a coin, the 2007 issue in very good condition shows signs of circulation but retains most of its design features. The crest, the kangaroo, and the emu remain clear, while the Queen's portrait on the obverse is still well defined. While not flawless, coins in this condition carry collectible appeal because they capture the everyday history of circulation while still maintaining visual charm. Unlike some earlier scarce dates, such as 1985 or 1993, the 2007 50-cent coin had a relatively high mintage. Millions were struck for circulation, meaning the coin itself is not considered rare in the same sense. However, condition plays a vital role. As coins circulate for years, those surviving in better grades become increasingly desirable. Collectors often seek out coins that balance affordability with quality, making very good condition coins a strong entry point. In terms of market value, a circulated 2007 50-cent will usually trade close to its face value, around 50 cents to $1 AUD. However, in very good to excellent condition, examples can fetch more from keen collectors or those completing year sets. Prices can range from $2 to $5 Australian dollars in better states, while pristine uncirculated coins can climb higher, often $10 to $20 Australian dollars depending on demand and grading. The collector demand for the 2007 issue is steady because many hobbyists work to build full runs of Australian decimal coinage. Each year has its place, and even common years become essential pieces to complete sets. For younger collectors, coins from the 2000s hold nostalgic value, representing childhood pocket change or family coin jars, a sentiment that often translates into long-term collecting interest. Interestingly, the 2007 year also produced several coinage curiosities across denominations, and collectors often investigate minting anomalies or errors from this period. While standard 50-cent coins are common, Any error strikes, such as off-center minting, double strikes, or planchet flaws, can transform an ordinary 2007 coin into one worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This is where the true millionaire-making potential lies, in the rare chance of holding a dramatic mint error. The historical context of 2007 also enhances the coin's charm. Australia was in a decade of growth, with global recognition of its culture, sports, and economy. Coins circulating during this period reflect a modern, confident nation. The 50-cent piece, with its imposing size and distinct shape, symbolized strength and stability, making it more than just a piece of small change. For investors and collectors alike, the strategy with the 2007 coin is not necessarily to rely on its rarity, but to look at its role in broader collections. When grouped with other years, especially lower mintage or commemorative issues, the 2007 coin helps complete a valuable story of Australia's coinage journey. A full set without it is considered incomplete, which ensures it maintains a consistent level of demand. Another factor that plays into value is the growing global interest in Australian coins. International collectors admire the size, artistry, and symbolism of the 50-cent coin. As global numismatics expands, even common-date Australian coins are being snapped up by overseas buyers, slowly reducing availability within Australia itself. The aesthetic appeal of the coin cannot be overstated. Devlin's reverse design continues to shine decades after its introduction, and Rank Broadley's effigy provides a striking balance. In very good condition, the coin still gleams with that distinctive copper-nickel luster, its 12 edges catching the light in a way that makes it stand out from rounder coins. For the everyday Australian, the thrill of discovering a 2007 50-cent coin and realizing it holds more than just its spending power is an exciting experience. Even if it doesn't immediately make you a millionaire, the coin's enduring demand and its role in building valuable sets give it a strong long-term appeal. Every collector begins somewhere, and coins like these often ignite a lifelong passion. In conclusion, the 2007 Australian 50-cent coin in very good condition is a symbol of modern numismatics. With its impressive design, standard specifications, historical significance, and growing collector demand, it continues to be a piece worth keeping. While it may not carry the dramatic rarity of some earlier issues, its steady value, potential for errors, and essential place in sets ensure that this coin remains more than just change. It is a piece of history in your hand, and for the lucky, a stepping stone toward greater treasures in the world of coin collecting.